What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another Dark Dimension 3 video. In this video, you guys, I have finally collected my first 5 characters, so I'm hoping to talk to you guys about who that's going to be, why I'm bringing them in addition, who I'm looking to bring into next. But first and foremost, let's take a look at the achievements. For the free-to-play players out there, as a future reference, it took me about a little over 5-6 months to get in Dark Dimension 2, and as you can see here now, it is a total of 380 days to get into Dark Dimension 3. So with that being said, as a heads up, I haven't spent a single dollar on this game, so it does take a little bit over a year if you guys just take your time. Additionally, you can take a look at my resources here too. I did actually amass quite a bit of materials, so I likely could have entered Dark Dimension 3 earlier, but for me, I did like to maximize the high roller rewards, and I really wanted to wait until the Emma Frost event, and that's exactly why I'm ready now, because I've been able to capitalize on getting her shards, in addition to leveling up my characters for Dark Dimension. So with that being said, let's dive right into the characters. First and foremost, you guys, bringing into my core of my team, in addition to keeping them alive and sustained, it's gonna be my Ebony Maw here. I got really lucky with the 6 red, so you bet I'm bringing him in for that defense, offense down, in addition to providing support. It's really nice that we can bring in Ebony Maw, especially with the first 4 nodes being non-traits, which means we can mix up a combination of Cosmic, City, as well as the global heroes here. So with that being said, Ebony Maw is going to be providing sustainability and really keeping our team alive and preventing further damage, especially up against these targets that are high in damage as well as high in health. Next, it's going to be Hela here. I got her a 94k here, and as you can see, T4 is on both her ultimate as well as her passive. For her ice away tier, you can see that I am going to utilize the Raider, and I'm not sure if I need to level her up more still, just because I could technically still get the T4 on her, but I'm going to gauge that by ear, give it a few tries and see how that goes. But obviously I'm going to capture that on video for you guys as soon as I can. Moving on, it's going to be Mr. Sinister. I'm bringing him on board because of the fact that he can actually clone targets, he can adapt to the situation, and really we're going to be able to utilize those clones to really help out our team in terms of the overall survivability, whether it be energy supplementation or increased DPS that we may need against these enemies. Next, it's going to be Emma Frost. She's going to bring on board a lot of synergy with Mr. Sinister, in addition to her to being able to cleanse away the positive conditions from our enemies, as well as being able to have a cleanse for our team and impacting slow on the enemy. So really, she's going to be kind of working from the sideline, providing those that support, as well as being able to ensure that we can kind of ensure the way we have sustainability, especially synergizing with Mr. Sinister and the negative conditions spreading with Hela. And last but not least, it's going to be Minerva here. I'm bringing her on board to provide the additional healing. I love her ultimate here in the sense that it's actually based on percentage. So obviously the fact that this is actually stealing 15% is absolutely huge for us. It's going to scale really well, especially in these Dark Dimension nodes. And it's nice with Minerva because you don't necessarily need to T4 any of her abilities to really provide value. And with that being said as well, she has that revive, which we may need, especially to ensure that we can continue battling on, as well as that overall sustainability. So that is my first 5 right now, you guys. As you can see, it is actually heavily favored towards the Cosmic characters. And with the first 4 nodes being a non-trait, I'm hoping as I get through these nodes, I'm going to be able to unlock more global characters so that I'll be ready for the node 5 global nodes from 5 to 8. With that being said, that's my first 5 that I'm planning to bring on board, and I'll get some videos for you guys as soon as I attempt them. But let's talk about the characters that are kind of waiting on the sideline right now, that are almost ready to go, and really the bottlenecks, the uniques, right? It's gonna be Ghost here. Unfortunately, don't have her as high as I would like, but really it's her abilities that's gonna be able to shine, right? As I previously mentioned in one of my earlier videos for the preparation, Ghost is gonna be able to add value because she can be able to extend conditions, especially if we have a stun and slow. She can actually keep that consistently on her enemies. She has a heal and dodge, and really her best value is the fact that she actually excels in Dark Dimension. Whenever the enemy gains a positive effect, she also has a chance to steal that, so it's absolutely huge for us. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. In addition to her special being able to apply negatives, it's going to synergize very, very well, especially with Hela. So definitely hoping to bring her on board as soon as possible, but really the bottleneck for me is going to be, once again, the mini uniques. Next, I've seen many players talk about the synergy of Hawkeye here now. His stun, especially, his blind and bleed in synergy with Ghost, extending it, absolutely huge. I didn't talk about him in my earlier video just because we didn't get as much Dark Dimension 3 content, but as more players are talking about him, I like what he's bringing to the table, especially the fact that Hawkeye actually has, he's a skill-based character, so he doesn't really conflict with any of our materials, and we don't have a lot of skill characters right now, as you saw from that roster. So that's going to be absolutely huge if we can bring him on board to synergize with Ghost for the global notes. Next, I got Black Widow here. Gonna build her up as well, and I don't really have a bottleneck on her. It's more so just the timing with the high roller milestones, but I don't immediately need her as well in my opinion yet, just because I have that first 5. But she's gonna synergize with both Ghost as well as Hawkeye, and really that's gonna be formulating that core of my global team. So that's really who I'm hoping to bring in. It's gonna be Mr. Sinister, Emma Frost, Black Widow, Ghost, and if I can squeeze in Hawkeye, that'd be great, because they're all going to provide immense value in Dark Dimension 4, so I'm really just being proactive, but obviously we don't need the 5th character. That's quite alright. And last but not least, you guys, just preparing as well for the Cosmic Notes. Following that, it's definitely going to be Thanos, and I'm bringing him on board to have that synergy with Ebony Maw, but fortunately we don't have to worry about that until a little bit later with the Cosmic Notes starting around 9. So I'm pretty confident the first 5 I talked about should be able to get me through at least to the global nodes, and then we can start building up materials from there. And then last but not least, the video I released earlier with regards to the city characters is still consistent, right? So that's going to be the symbiote roster mainly with Doc Ock as an addition. But that concludes my overall roster here, you guys, in terms of my game plan for completing Dark Dimension 3. So thank you as always for checking out my videos, you guys. That's my preparation right now. You bet I'm gonna get started here and get some video for you, and let's see how this team goes, right? So as always, appreciate the support, appreciate your guys' feedback and insight. It's been a journey, and I can't believe we're already here with Dark Dimension 3. So I'm very excited to get started here. So as always, you guys, thank you for checking out my channel, supporting the videos, and I'll see you in the next one.